A serious winter storm is taking shape, and it's important that you know what to expect over the next few days. Several fast-moving systems are bringing snow across the northern United States, but the headline here is the harsh cold arriving this weekend. Temperatures could plunge 40 to 50 degrees below normal in some spots, with wind chills falling to near negative 40 degrees. This kind of cold is dangerous and can cause frostbite within minutes. Along with the cold, freezing rain and sleet will create hazardous travel conditions, especially across the Dakotas and the Midwest. If you have plans to travel soon, please stay informed about these risks. Today's update will cover everything snow, ice, and most importantly, the dangerous cold headed our way. Let's begin with the snow currently falling. Snow is exiting Wisconsin now and will move into northern Michigan throughout the day. Later today, it will shift toward the interior northeast, reaching from Ohio across western Pennsylvania to western New York, with notable snow accumulations, especially in the higher elevations of the Northeast and New England. But this isn't the only snow event we're tracking. Another system arrives tomorrow, bringing significant freezing rain and sleet, which will create very hazardous conditions for travel. This weather affects key interstates across the Dakotas, featuring a mix of freezing rain, sleet, and some snow. If you plan to drive on Interstate 94, Interstate 29, or Interstate 90, be cautious. Travel will be treacherous tomorrow morning. The storm will then move east into the Ohio Valley, bringing more freezing rain and sleet, along with a light snowfall of a few inches across Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and parts of eastern Kentucky. Following this will be a brutal cold front, along with another clipper system. The European weather model has consistently predicted this. There will be a band of snow moving in overnight into Friday morning, affecting Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, and parts of Virginia and West Virginia as it weakens and moves eastward. Another clipper will bring an additional 2 to 4 inches of snow Saturday through Sunday, impacting the Ohio Valley and interior Northeast. This could bring a couple of inches across Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, New Jersey, Delaware, Long Island, and possibly along the northeast coast near Interstate 95. Overall, these will be light snowfalls. There is no large storm expected to produce heavy snow. Most heavy snow will be confined to eastern Pennsylvania through the interior Northeast. Along the Interstate 95 corridor, expect only a couple of inches at most, with average snowfall remaining modest near the coast. So, if you're hoping for snow in the Northeast, it's not over yet, but no major events are expected. Now, let's focus on temperatures, the real concern. Today's temperatures will range from 5 degrees below normal up to 15 degrees below average. Tomorrow, the cold will intensify, pushing into the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. By Thursday and Friday, temperatures will drop dramatically, running 20 to 40 degrees below normal for this time of year. This cold will be felt strongly in states like Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Dakotas, Illinois, and Indiana, some areas approaching 50 degrees below average. These conditions will last through Sunday morning. Then, on Monday morning, the cold will shift southeast, bringing freezing temperatures and chilly wind chills. Let me break down daily temperatures so you'll know exactly what to expect. Tomorrow morning, freezing temperatures will extend as far south as northern Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, and the Northeast, with single digits and below zero readings in some areas. Keep in mind, wind chills will make it feel even colder. The Midwest could experience wind chills between -5 and -10 degrees. The Southeast will see wind chills in the 20s, but actual temperatures won't freeze there. While daytime highs might warm slightly, those in northern areas will remain below freezing with bitter wind chills. Looking ahead to Friday morning, the cold air deepens, pushing negative temperatures and wind chills of 20 to 30 degrees below zero. The Southeast will also feel the cold with intensifying wind chills. This is where it becomes truly severe. High temperatures on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the Midwest will hover between -5 and -10 degrees. The Great Lakes and Northeast will stay frozen, with wind chills dropping to -20, -30, or even as low as -40 degrees. Saturday and Sunday bring dangerously cold conditions. Saturday morning will see sub-zero temperatures pushing further south, even into North Carolina, with wind chills possibly reaching -40. It will be a harsh day for much of the region. High temperatures during this weekend's cold snap will remain below freezing across the Midwest and Great Lakes, with single digits and freezing conditions lingering in the Northeast. Wind chills will continue to feel brutally cold Saturday. Sunday's cold will focus on the Ohio Valley, bringing widespread negative temperatures and single digits. Wind chills will be severe, making you feel like it's 30 to 40 degrees below zero across the Dakotas, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, Ohio, and Missouri. Daytime highs on Sunday will stay very cold, stuck in the teens or below zero when factoring in wind chills. Both Saturday and Sunday will be extremely harsh. Monday's cold front moves into the southeast, with freezing temperatures pushing even into the Florida Panhandle. Wind chills will drop well below freezing from Florida to the Gulf Coast, with teens, single digits, and below zero feels throughout the area. It's crucial to understand how dangerous these cold temperatures are. Frostbite can develop within minutes when wind chills fall between -30 and -40. If you must be outdoors, dress in layers, cover all exposed skin, limit your time outside, check on elderly neighbors, bring pets indoors, and ensure your heating system is functioning properly. Breaking it down regionally, in the northern plains, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota, this cold will be severe. On Saturday and Sunday, temperatures will range from -10 to -20 degrees in many places. Fargo might see -20 degrees, Bismarck near -15, and Minneapolis between -10 and -15. Wind chills could reach -30 to -40, conditions that are life-threatening. Be prepared. Remember, at these temperatures, frostbite can set in under 10 minutes, and hypothermia is a real danger. If the power goes out, homes will cool down rapidly. Dress warmly in many layers, have blankets ready, keep wood for fireplaces if you have one, and have a generator ready but never use it indoors. In the upper Midwest, Wisconsin, Michigan, and northern Illinois, conditions will also be harsh. Temperatures will hover near 0 to -10. Green Bay might see between -5 and -10. Milwaukee near 0 to -5. Grand Rapids around 0. Marquette in the Upper Peninsula could dip to -15. Chicago will be slightly warmer, around 5 to 10 degrees, but still cold. Wind chills will range from -20 to -30. Travel will be challenging, especially Thursday and Friday with freezing rain. Additionally, keep an eye on lake effect snow downwind of the Great Lakes. This could add significant amounts on top of the Clipper system's snow, with some areas possibly getting 6 to 12 inches over the next several days. In the Ohio Valley, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, the cold arrives Friday and becomes more intense over the weekend. Temperatures will range from single digits to teens. Cincinnati can expect 10 to 15 degrees, Columbus around 5 to 10, Indianapolis 5 to 10, and Louisville in the teens. Wind chills will drop below 0 to -20. Snow from Thursday into Friday will be followed by another system on Saturday, with a few inches accumulating from each. These Clipper systems move quickly. One moment you might wake up to clear skies, and by lunchtime, 2 inches of snow cover the ground. Stay alert and don't let these fast-moving storms catch you off guard. For the Northeast, Pennsylvania, New York, and New England, you're looking at snow today and tonight with the current storm, then another Clipper bringing snow Saturday into Sunday. Temperatures will be cold over the weekend, with highs in the teens and 20s. Buffalo around the teens, Rochester near 20, Albany about 20, and Boston in the mid-20s. Wind chills will be near 0 to -10 cold, but not as severe as the Midwest. In the higher elevations of the Appalachian Mountains and northern New England, expect even colder temperatures and heavier snow. Areas over 3,000 feet might see an additional foot of snow in the coming days from all these systems. Be prepared if you live in those high places. In the mid-Atlantic region, Virginia, Maryland, Washington, D.C., you might see light snow Friday as the system passes through, with accumulations generally 1 or 2 inches. Cold settles in over the weekend, but won't be as intense as in the north. Washington, D.C. and Baltimore will be in the 20s and 30s. Richmond in the 30s. Wind chills in the teens, still below average but manageable. Down in the southeast Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, the cold reaches in on Monday morning. A hard freeze is likely, with temperatures dropping into the 20s. Nashville and Memphis around the mid-20s, Atlanta in the upper 20s, Birmingham near 30, and Chattanooga in the mid-20s. Wind chills will be in the teens. This cold could harm sensitive plants, so be sure to cover or bring them indoors. Fortunately, this cold snap will be brief, and warming begins by midweek. If you're in the south in places like Mississippi, Louisiana, or Florida, expect the coldest air on Monday morning. Temperatures will be in the 30s and low 40s. Jackson, Mississippi will hover around 30 degrees, Baton Rouge in the mid-30s, New Orleans in the upper 30s, and Mobile near freezing. Pensacola and the Florida Panhandle could also see freezing temperatures, with Tallahassee close to freezing. Jacksonville will be in the low 40s, Orlando in the mid-40s, and Tampa near 50. Keep in mind, wind chills will make it feel even colder, but this cold snap won't last long. Now, let's look beyond this cold wave, because a big change is coming. After this harsh weekend chill, we're headed for a significant warm-up lasting right up until Christmas. Temperatures will stay well above average for quite some time. Then, just after Christmas, we may see cold air return, especially in the northern regions. This warming trend will be quite dramatic, with temperatures rising 30 to 40 degrees above normal in some areas. It's a complete reversal from this weekend's cold. However, as warm and cold air collide, we'll need to watch for freezing rain and ice, meaning some tricky winter weather could still pop up even during this warmer stretch. Looking ahead to January, snow will become a big story, especially across the northern states and around the Great Lakes. Some regions could see anywhere from a foot to 2 feet of snow. Expect lake-effect snow feeding into Michigan and the interior Northeast, along with heavy snowfall in the Northwest's higher elevations, where it could pile up by the foot. To sum it up, multiple clipper systems will bring snow over the next several days, adding a few inches each time. The biggest concern will be Thursday into Friday, when freezing rain and sleet could make travel hazardous across the Dakotas and Midwest. This will create very dangerous driving conditions. Then, on Friday, bitter cold settles in and deepens through the weekend. Saturday and Sunday will be the coldest days, with temperatures dropping to -10 to -20 degrees in the northern plains and upper Midwest. Wind chills could dip even further, reaching -30 to -40, which is dangerously cold. Please prepare accordingly. That cold air will push farther south by Monday, bringing freezing temperatures all the way to the Gulf Coast. But by midweek, a strong warm-up begins, lasting through Christmas. After that, another cold spell may develop, mainly affecting the northern states. If you have travel plans this week, especially on Thursday and Friday, be extremely cautious. Freezing rain and sleet will make roads slippery and dangerous. Over the weekend, the main threat will be the extreme cold. If you're on the road, make sure your vehicle is ready, carry an emergency kit, keep your gas tank full, and share your travel plans with someone. For those staying home, ensure your heating system is working well, have backup heat options ready, insulate your pipes, and consider dripping faucets if temperatures dip far below freezing. Stock up on essentials in case of power outages, and keep flashlights and batteries handy. This will be a significant cold outbreak, the coldest we've seen so far this season, but thankfully, it won't last long. By the middle of next week, conditions will improve noticeably. We just need to get through this weekend first. Please stay tuned to the latest weather updates and take this cold seriously. It's dangerous, and preparation is key. Stay safe and be prepared. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.